Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I know this is oh god, I feel like I'm breaking my couch. It's a bit odd. I actually have my camera in my hand, and yeah, I've actually been thinking about this for like quite some time. I've just been thinking about, oh my goodness, when will I pick up my camera, when will I shoot? And it felt like such a chore. It really felt like such a chore. And yeah, I was just very busy, and over and above just being busy, I felt like I was all over the place and not ready to shoot any content. I actually like the dress that I'm wearing. It's my dress. Okay, you won't really see the dress properly because I'm sitting down. But yeah, I've been trying to pull myself towards myself, and be a put together person, but it hasn't been the easiest thing. It really hasn't. And yeah, I just got really frustrated because I've been trying to journal and it's just been so difficult. I think I actually want to put this camera on something. I want to put this camera up because I can't keep it in my hand. It's not working for me. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera on a tripod stand. A lot is happening. Oh my. Okay, my tripod just fell. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'll just sit up and then I'll be with you guys in a bit. Okay, this seems a lot better. So yeah, as I was saying, I need to clean up here. I was having some KFC mash. Like, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. I haven't had this in a very long time, so today I was just like, why not, darling? So yeah, like I was saying, I have been all over the place. Yeah, there's just like changes in my life, and I'm just trying to deal with it. It's not bad change, it's actually a good change. I was just nervous, when you're just like so nervous, to the point where you just can't do anything. That is exactly where I was at. I couldn't even like be happy, for this particular change. There was just, no joy. I was just constantly just stressing out, freaking out, trying to wrap everything up on one side, trying to get ready for my new role. Yeah, it's been quite busy, but okay, we move. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't know. Okay, now I think I'm just like getting really nervous. I don't know, I was just feeling very frustrated because I couldn't vlog, and I wanted to vlog or do a sit down. I obviously didn't want to do makeup because I wasn't in the mood for makeup or any of that content, beauty content. I didn't really do clothes or hauls and clothing review in any case. But I've just been like wanting to talk about, I don't want to say like much more serious things, but basically like much more serious things, yeah. And instead, because I just couldn't take the camera and start shooting and start speaking in front of the camera, I grabbed up my diary. It's actually a diary it's a journal that I use as a diary because I don't know what happened to my diary. No, I didn't have a diary for 2022. I was using a journal, a small journal, and then I ran out of pages, and then I got another one, and now I just started using this as a diary and a journal. Yeah, which wasn't the greatest ideas because I had to now like tear out pages from this journal because like, oh my gosh, if I leave it lying around, people will just read my stuff, and that will upset me. So yeah, so when I wanted to do something, when I wanted to shoot something, when I was feeling some type of way, I just journal it down, you know. I just journal it down, from my manifestation board. Basically, like, what do I want to do on my manifestation board? Because my vision board, like, I haven't looked at my vision board for a very long time. I'm not even sure if it's the same vision board from like the end of last year, or I created another one. If I did create another one for 2022, honey, I do not know where that is. So I've just been writing everything down, you know, as opposed to having a whole vision board with pictures and just trying to visualize the life that I want for myself. I've just been writing it down. I don't know, I feel like that works better for me, because I know exactly when I write things down and I read it later, like maybe weeks later, months later, I know exactly how I felt, because I write a certain way when I feel a certain way. If I'm happy, I'll obviously like use very particular adjectives, and I'll be able to tell that, okay, cool, I was really in a good space here. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to talk about. Like, you know, do I speak about my spirituality? Where am I in terms of my spirituality? I feel like my journey is just like on a big pause. And I've just been in limbo, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what's going. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and then somebody mentioned something about their spiritual journey and how they grew up as a Christian, and now they're basically just, you know, trying to navigate through their spiritual journey, like trying to make sense of things that don't make sense, because honey, hey, yeah, things will happen and you will see things. But okay, that's not the chat for now. So yeah, like, I just left it. When I got overwhelmed, I just left it. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not entertaining this. I'm not. Dreams will be dreams until my dreams are clearer. Dreams will be dreams. If I'm seeing things or hearing things, okay, that's just another thing. So I was just like feeling very conflicted. I was like, I feel like I left things up in the air in terms of my spirituality. I don't know if I want to talk about it yet. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to like say anything about it. Where do I even begin? Because like I said, everything is just still all over the show. And then I was just having like a lot of these conversations with myself, and I've been having like a lot of realizations, you know, where I'm sitting watching something, listening to something, the trauma chat always comes up, and you realize, okay, my behavior patterns are stemming from trauma, you know. And then I was just thinking about my childhood traumas. Yeah, when I started thinking about that, I just started like digging in deeper and deeper and deeper into my childhood memories, you know, things that I thought I've dealt with, things that I thought I've buried, things that I thought I've put away and put aside, and you know, I thought I'd never have to think about them or ever deal with them, or those memories wouldn't make me feel any type of way. But here we are. I am feeling some type of way, just thinking about all those things. It wasn't all terrible, you know. Some were good, some were really good, but some were just not so great, you know. Like, they weren't the worst things that could happen to a person, but at the same time, I just feel like, oh, I wish I didn't have to go through that, because yeah, like, now I've got all these other issues in my adulthood. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had a better childhood, but yeah, I cannot go back and change that. Oh, you guys, like, I've been thinking about a lot of things, like buying equipment for this channel, and then I ask myself, why am I buying equipment when I'm just not even using my camera? I am not using my camera. I haven't touched my camera in like over a couple of weeks. Why am I buying new? Why am I buying you? Okay, so my boyfriend, I told him that I'll come to his place. He was here just now, and now he's calling me. Hey, Baba. Hey, ngizopha manje. Yinda. Okay, no problem. Sure. Anywho, oh God. Okay, yeah. Let's not mind that. Let's not mind that. Let's not mind that. So yeah, you guys, to show which I wasn't in a good place. Okay, I don't want you to see my manifestations. Okay, you won't see anything. This is how I was writing. Everything was like upright, 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 upright. I highlighted here. Next page. Why can't I 10 pages? Things are upside down. And I was writing like this, like what was going on with my life, like what was going on with my life. So now I'm trying to make sense of this. I'm trying to go back, trying to read, you know, get a sense of where I was at in terms of my emotions. And hey, yeah, kuningi shame, kuningi. I've just also been so tired. Like I've been really, really tired. I was wrapping up my current role, which is my old role at work. And with that being said, there was just a lot of feedback and a bit of training here and there, which meant that I was speaking almost every day of this week. And I'm so depleted, you know, just having to speak every day, having to address an audience that is sometimes not as receptive, not even receptive, not as responsive, because I feel like they were receptive, not as responsive as you want them to be. Yo, that is draining, because now it's just like, okay guys, I'm saying all of these things, I'm trying to teach, I'm trying to impart my knowledge, I'm trying to share with you, and I'm just not sure if you get it. Like, if you're not saying anything, do you even get it? Like, do you even understand? Are you afraid to like stop me and ask me? I don't buy it, honey. I don't buy it. I'm always laughing, I'm always happy. So I was doing that. Yo, guys, I could never be a speaker. I could just never do it. Like, it's energy consuming. It's not for me. I was so tired. I was so depleted. At some point this week, I couldn't function. Like, I had to have coffee. Not because I like coffee or anything like that. Like, I'm not crazy about coffee. I do drink coffee, but I'm not crazy about it. But that day, I just felt like I need to have coffee because I'm not coping. I'm genuinely not coping. Like, I could barely keep my eyes open. I could just barely function. I felt like I was falling apart. And even this morning, like, you couldn't tell how I feel. Like, people thought I was sad, or I'm like, no, I'm not sad, you know. I'm just sitting by my desk like this. I'm just like, I'm not sad. I wasn't sad. I was really, really tired, and I just couldn't be my normal self, who's like out there and whatnot. So yeah, that was my week, and that rocked me. And I've just been like ridiculously nervous about what I'm about to step into, like my new role. What am I gonna do? I don't know if I'm just like overthinking it, or if I'm just panicking for no reason. But yeah, I'm mad nervous. I don't know why, because I've had to start over so many times. You know, one would expect me to be used to this by now. Like, I'm always, you know, chopping and changing things in my life. Yeah, I should be used to this by now, but okay. Clearly, I wasn't. So yeah, just to deal with like my emotions that were all over, I did an exercise with a few of my friends, and yeah, that was really, really interesting, because the feedback I got. So I think I did it with 3 or 4 of my friends. Like, it was 4 of my friends. And each and every person had to answer the questions in whatever way they want to. But basically, it was it was more about like how do they see me? How do they see me? I remember my first question was, what is an interesting fact about me? I think my one friend said, oh, you on YouTube. Not a lot of people know that I'm on YouTube, especially at work. Like, I don't speak about my YouTube at work. It's just something I don't do. Okay, and I was like, oh, okay. Then she's like, oh, you could do your face. I'm just like, if I do my face when I'm serious about, doing makeup, obviously people will see that. I don't think it's an interesting fact, or it's something people don't know about me already. I'm into fashion. I don't put that much effort into clothes anymore. I just wear what fits. That's just, yeah, where I'm at in life. I wear what fits. So yeah, I was like, okay, okay, that's not as interesting. I think there's just so much more to me. But at the very same time, I could not come up with something that I thought was interesting, because I mean, this is about me, it's about myself. Like, I'm used to myself. Like, nothing is interesting because it's my life. It's normal. It's whatever. So my other friend pointed out that I'm a risk taker, and I was like, me? I feel like I always played safe. But yeah, come out with it. Like, I want to hear it. And yeah, she just went into how she thinks I'm a risk taker, or she knows I'm a risk taker. Because I'm just always chopping and changing things in my life. I'm never afraid to leave everything I have and go start afresh. If I wanted to relocate, I will relocate. If I want to leave my job, I'll leave my job. Start all over again. Whether the pay is better, whether the pay is worse. If I feel like, okay, this is a risk I'm willing to take, and we're just gonna see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I've always just told myself, if it doesn't work, then so really move on. Like, we'll go back to what we were doing. And it's not always that easy to go back. So I was like, oh, interesting. I never really thought of myself in that light or in that regard. So I was like, okay, interesting. And then what else did I ask her? Like, secret talents. That was difficult because, I mean, she's my friend, and this other friend had known me for a very, very, very long time. So there's nothing that I can do that would be like a secret talent or anything like that to her. So she's like, oh, I can't say singing's a secret talent, because literally, like, our entire childhood, or like, yeah, primary, high school, we were always together. And throughout primary and high school, I was just always singing my life away. We'd be sitting in our maths class, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Lega Pythagoras, guess what I mean. So I'm just gonna sing while I try to figure out this thing. I was just always that person. Like, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, I'm having a good time. I'm singing. I'm just passing time. So I was like, funny, because my other friend responded very differently. She was like, oh, Chomi, like, what can you do? You can't dance, of which she was right. I cannot dance to save my life. I really cannot dance to save my life. You cannot dance and you cannot sing. And I was like, okay. And I don't blame her. Like, I've never sang around her. I don't even sing anymore because my voice is just not okay anymore. So I don't do that anymore. I'm not comfortable. Let me put it like that. Like, I'm not comfortable with doing that anymore. So it was very interesting. I'm like, oh wow, two of my good friends, but they've have very, very, very different experiences of me. Like, they have experienced me in very different ways, which is very interesting to me. It was very interesting. So yeah, as I was talking to the second friend, it just came out to Witty, I used to make clothes. Like, I remembered, I used to make clothes when I was still comfortable in my own body. Like, I'd go up buy material, I bought like a little sewing machine, and I make my own clothes. I'm like, that is interesting. If somebody wants to know what's interesting about me, that is interesting. I used to make my own clothes, and it was cute. Like, I baked these like dresses that I never wore anyway. Like, these long, I don't want to say ball gowns because they were not ball gowns, but they were just these long, over the top dresses that you can't just wear on an ordinary day. Like, something needs to be happening, a party or something. And then my friend suggested that I actually wear that to Pride, and I was like, I don't want to be in a long dress at Pride. I don't think that's gonna work out for me. I don't want to be in a long dress to Pride. sorry, I'm just actually trying to find the rest of the questions. So first question was interesting facts, and then it was my interests. What are my interests? What are my interests? So okay, with the other two friends, the interests were pretty much the same: beauty, lifestyle content. Hey guys, so while I was shooting the other video, I think my battery died. Yo, my battery died. No, my SD card was full, so the whole video like got stopped, got cancelled, and I couldn't continue. And I just felt like I was still speaking, so yeah, I'm gonna just come back and finish it off. So yeah, I was speaking about my interests, you know, and some of my friends just mentioning that some of my interests are like beauty and stuff. And this one friend was like, oh, you like looking beautiful, you into real estate, because not a lot of people know that I love real estate. Like, it's, yeah, I just need the money to get into it, but I really love real estate. I love YouTube. Yeah, just my interest in YouTube. I think it's because I love creating content for YouTube, and as much as I don't create content as often as I'd like to, but that's just a story for another day. I think it mostly has to do with my imposter syndrome. Yeah, like sometimes it's like, oh my god, no, I freak out, and I end up not creating anything, but I really do like YouTube. Yeah, so that was interesting. But another friend of mine, I actually want to read what she said. Okay, so with interesting facts, she was like, yeah, you're a great cook. Yes, Jayla, but not in a bad way. Yeah, like you really just like own your thing, and you definitely know your worth. And this sort of warmed my heart, because she was like, oh my gosh, you're really that person, like you know your worth and everything, and it has rubbed off me. And I give warm hugs. I actually love hugs. I love hugs. I remember on my last day of work, like not a lot of people, like some people were very uncertain as to whether or not they can give me a hug. I feel like my camera's just not looking at me. Whether or not they can give me a hug. And I was like, yes, please. Oh my god. And some of them just gave like the warmest, fuzziest hugs, and I was so happy because I love hugs. I really love hugs. So it's nice to know that like I give warm hugs too, and people like my hugs. I'm a good listener, so they say. Apparently I'm a good listener. Yeah, this also just like warmed my heart, because she was like, oh, it's an interesting fact about you, you're a good listener. You know, when people talk to you or vent to you about stuff, you don't make it about yourself, you just listen, you know. And it's something that I never thought I had. Like, it's a skill I never thought I had. I always feel bad because like when somebody's telling me something, I'll listen, and then when I say something, I always try my best to not relate it to myself or not make it about me. But sometimes I give feedback, and then I'll give like an example that, okay, remember I went through 1, 2, 3, and this is how I dealt with it, so maybe you can try this approach and blah blah blah. So yeah, that made me feel good, because I never want to make things about myself when people are telling me things or like venting to me. So it's good that my friends are saying that, and she's not the only one. The other one said the same thing as well, or something similar. I'll just go back to her response and just yeah, go through that. And then my interest, I was still an interest. This one friend, like, she killed me. She was like, you like things, what is true? Like, it's definitely true. I like things, you know. I really like beautiful things, pretty things. Gee, count me in. And then she was like, but your main interest, she even put an asterisk like next to this. She's like, your main interest is indoda. You believe in indoda. If it could happen, you'd basically like live inside him. And I was like, oh my god, so embarrassing, because I think I'm always with my partner, and my friends are just like, wow, we've never seen you like this. You're always with your partner, you always put up. I just say you turned indoda, and I'm just like, please. And then the rest was like pretty okay, because she was just talking about how apparently I'm bougie. I don't think I'm bougie, I think I'm normal. Apparently I'm bougie, but I'm also able to do other things. Like, I own I won't act snobby if somebody comes up with something and say, let's do this. Like, I'll do it. I'm adventurous. I'm always keen to try the next best thing, or like try something new, you know. So yeah, that was interesting for me. Honestly, what my friend said, yo, this other friend gave so much feedback, like with interesting facts about interesting facts about me. Oh, she said I can DIY anything, which is true. Like if I had bought this place, I know I would have painted the walls, like, but I'm just renting. But that's just me. Like I want to do everything by myself. Like I always look at these home videos, and right now there's this trend of oh god, what do you call this? I'll put a picture. I forgot what you call paneling. Yes, this trend of paneling, and I like paneling, and it's like, oh, I'd like to panel my second room just to try it out. I wouldn't panel my entire house because I think I'd just get over it. And knowing me, I was telling her, I'm like, oh dude, when I get my own place, I'm gonna do like a sip and paint party whereby I'm gonna panel like a room or do something, and you guys will come and you'll paint because you're my friends, and I like DIY and you will like DIY, or you will help me with my DIY in my home. And she was just like, excuse me honey, no, that ain't happening. That really ain't happening. But yeah, I really like just DIY projects, hair, makeup, decor as well. Yeah. And then she was like, I'm very knowledgeable. I always find it weird when people say this because I feel like I don't know much. I always listen when I'm in a room of people. Like, I always listen to what the other people have to say because who knows? I might learn something new and something interesting from them. Yeah. And okay, yeah, she also said that I always want to learn stuff and I'm a good listener. Like, oh, cutesy. I do like learning stuff. I really do like learning stuff, listening to people. Jay, I like knowing more, you know. There's no harm in knowing more. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna wrap the video up there because my day needs to start actually now. It's just that I needed to finish up this video. Because I just felt like it was incomplete, and when everything stopped, I decided to go to the person who had called me. Yeah, go see the person who had called me because I did promise that I'll come. And then I obviously couldn't like shoot when I got back. Just got back and I slept, and I was like, okay, cool, let me do it now because I'm up and I'm about to start my day. So yeah, that's it for me, love balls. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like this video, please like, comment. I don't mind if you guys engage. I actually like it if people engage. I might not always know what to say back, but please comment and subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, y'all. You will not regret it. Yeah guys, if you really like this video, or if you just like seeing me or anything on my channel, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.